Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. This matchup is going to be a big matchup. We saw the Dallas Cowboys outlast the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. We last saw Detroit doing the same thing against the Seahawks and doing it in style. From the standpoint of quarterbacks here, Dak Prescott is a better quarterback than Jared Goff when you're looking down the breakdown, and that's where this comparison stops. Because the running backs for the Detroit Lions are much better. When you're looking at, it doesn't matter if you're talking about from a standpoint of speed, when you're talking about after yards, when you're talking about so many different things that Detroit Lions do well, the offensive line is better than the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. When you're looking at the running back, it doesn't matter if you got Jahmyr Gibbs, it doesn't matter if you have Montgomery, they're still going to be able to run the ball better than anything the Cowboys can do. And when it comes to passing the ball, no matter if it's Amon St. Brown, no matter if it's Laporta, they have so many different weapons at the wide receiver position. Jameson, Williams, he can fly. Laporta at tight end is great. They have so many different weapons that they can use at this point in time that it's almost a disadvantage for the Dallas Cowboys. When you look at them having defensive ends that are out, when you look at them having a corner that's out or a linebacker that's out, Dallas is suffering even with wide receiver Brandon Cooks. They have a lot of guys that are injured right now for Dallas, so CeeDee Lamb and company have to play above their heads to stay in games against teams like this. The Detroit Lions have the clear-cut advantage on offense and defense. Dak is going to be the X factor in this one. He has to play much more better than Jared Goff. He has to put up much more points. And I'm not talking about just field goals. He needs to score touchdowns because Detroit can score touchdowns and score touchdowns quickly. One thing we know about Dallas, they can play from behind. From the standpoint of having CeeDee Lamb and having Dak Prescott, you have two guys that can put up big numbers when they're losing by big numbers and catch the game back up. If you're the Lions, if you're going to step on their necks, you have to do that and make sure that they're out. Put them out of their misery early. The clear-cut advantage is going to be Detroit. They are playing in Dallas, so you got to keep in mind the Dallas crowd is going to be one of those ruckus crowds. They're loud, they're obnoxious. So if you're Detroit, you want to get into that stadium, you want to put them to bed quickly as possible. I'm picking the Detroit Lions because they're the better team. Detroit with the numbers, Detroit with the bets, Detroit with everything. You got to keep in mind Detroit is a solid football team, and Dan Campbell is becoming a great head coach. So I'm picking the Lions. I think they're going to keep their foot on the gas pedal and continuously put the pedal to the metal, and I see this being a high-scoring affair. So all you Detroit Lions fans, all you Dallas Cowboys fans, put your comments in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. We'll see you on the next episode.